Hello dear students, welcome to video lesson of St. Joseph's Academy, Mariam Nagar, Ghaziabad. Student, this video is for class 5th, subject mathematics, and today our topic is to revise exercise 10B. Now students, let's see how we are going to multiply a decimal fraction by a whole number. Means two numbers are there, one will be a decimal fraction and the second one will be a whole number. So first of all, our first step is to multiply both the numbers assuming as if that you are multiplying the whole numbers. Forget about the decimal points. The first point is you have to multiply both the numbers as whole numbers and forget the decimal points. Now after multiplication, you have to note the number of decimal places in the numbers being multiplied. After multiplication, you will count how many digits are there and how many numbers are there after decimal point. And third, whenever you find the product, you have to place a decimal point after the number noted at point number 2. Okay, so in the product you have to place a decimal point. As you counted the decimal point in the decimal fraction, so as you have to start from the right side to left and you have to place a decimal point. Let's see one example by which you might understood this concept clearly. As student, you can see we are going to multiply 0.26 by 8. So here 0.26 is a decimal fraction and 8 is a whole number. So first of all, I told you first step is to forget about the point. You have to forget about the decimal point. So you just multiply it as whole number, as you are multiplying the whole numbers. So 0.26 can be assumed as 26 multiplied by 8. Okay, so in first step we are going to multiply 26 by 8. So here our answer will be 208. Okay, now in the next step, what we have to do is we will count the decimal points. We will count the numbers after decimal point to the right. So here 0.26 means 2 and 6. These are two decimal places. Okay. So in third point, we have to put point in two places moving from right to left. So as you will move from right to left, you will see we are having two decimal places. So we will put point in between of 2 and 0. So our answer will be 2.08. So first step, multiply it as whole numbers, forget about the decimal points. After multiplication, you will note down the number of decimal places in the numbers being multiplied, whatever the numbers are being multiplied. And in third, in the product we have to place the decimal point, okay, as many decimal places counted. So this was our example. Let's do some revision from exercise 10B. We will take some questions from exercise 10B. So here we are having one more example, that is 1A, 1.62 multiplied by 2. So here we all know that 1.62 is a decimal fraction and it is going to be multiplied by a whole number, that is 2. So again, first of all, we will forget about the decimal point. We will multiply both the numbers as if we are multiplying whole numbers. So what we are going to do is we will multiply first 162 multiplied by 2. This will be our first step. Then we will count after point how many decimal places are there. As you can see, after point we are having two decimal places, 6 and 2. So these are two decimal places. So if our product is 324, so we will move from right to left and we will put point in between 3 and 2. That will be 3.24, because we know that two decimal places are there. So what we have to do, we will move from right to left and we will put point between 3 and 2, because after point we are having again two decimal places. So this will be our first question, part A. Then in next question we are having 5.83 multiplied by 23. So here 5.83 is a decimal fraction and it is going to be multiplied by the whole number 23. So again, for first step, what we have to do, we will forget about the decimal point. We will assume it as whole numbers. So 583 will be multiplied by 23 first. So first we all know 583 will be multiplied by 3. We will be having 1749. Then we will multiply it by the tens place, which is 2. So our answer will be 1166. Now after multiplication, our final answer is 13,409. Got it? Now our last step is you have to count the decimal places after decimal point. So we can see after point we are having two decimal places. We are having two decimal places. So we will move from right to left and we will put point after two decimal places. So if we will move from right to left, we will see that point will be there in between 4 and 0. Okay, because after point we are going to have only two decimal places. So our answer will be 134.09. 134.09. So like this, we have to multiply the decimal fractions by a whole number. Now students, in this section we are going to learn what happens when a decimal fraction is multiplied by 10 or 100 or 1000. So as we discussed earlier, what you can do is you can multiply both the numbers assuming as they are whole number, but you are having one shortcut formula for this whenever you are going to multiply it by 10. So what happens is, whenever you are multiplying a decimal by 10, we will shift the decimal point to the right by one place. Okay, if we are multiplying a decimal by 10, we will shift the decimal point to the right side by one's place. And same as it will happen whenever we are going to multiply a decimal by 100. We all can see that in 100 we are having two zeros. So whenever we are multiplying a decimal by 100, we will shift the decimal point to the right by two places. Understood? And same happens in the case of whenever we are multiplying a decimal by 1000. Same, in 1000 we are having three zeros. So whenever we are multiplying a decimal by 1000, what we are going to do is we will shift the decimal point to the right by three places. We will shift the decimal point to the right by three places. Now students, to understand this concept, we are taking some questions from exercise 10b, fill in. Okay, so in this question we are going to multiply decimal numbers by 10. So first of all, what you should keep in your mind, whenever you are multiplying a decimal by 10, we will shift the decimal point to the right by one place, because in 10 we are having 10. Okay, so first question is 7.12 multiplied by 10. So now assume it as you are multiplying the whole numbers. 712 multiplied by 10. So we all know that after that we are going to have 7120. Now what we have to do is we will shift the decimal point to the right by one's place. Means the decimal will be shifted to right place and it will come in between of 1 and 2. So our final answer will be 71.20 as the decimal is shifted to right place. Understood? So first we will multiply it assuming as both whole numbers, then we will shift the decimal point to the right side if we are multiplying it by 10. Understood? Now the second question we will take is 0.467 multiplied by 10. So again, after point we are having 3 decimal places. So whenever we are multiplying by 10, what we have to do is we will shift the decimal point to the right side by one place. So as we can see that decimal is before 4. So what will happen is this decimal point will be shifted to a right place. It will shift it to right by one's place. Now we are going to have decimal in between of 4 and 6. So our final answer will be 4.670. After multiplication we are having 4670, but we have to put decimal point. So what we are going to do is we will shift the decimal point to right by one place. As again 10 is having 10, so we will shift the decimal point to right by one place. Third also we can take 12.5 multiplied by 10. Again we will shift this decimal point to the right side. So whenever we are going to shift it to right side, we will be having 125 students. Okay, now we will multiply it by 10. So whenever we are going to multiply it by 10, we will assume it as whole number. So 125 multiplied by 10 will be 1250. Okay, and that decimal will be shifted to right side. Means if 12.5 is there, it will shift to the right side. So now we are having 125.0. So we can write it as 125. Got it? So this is how we are going to multiply decimal. Now students, here in this section we are going to multiply the decimals by 100. So first question is 0.936 multiplied by 100. So first we will shift the decimal point to the right side by 2 places. As in 100 we are having 2 zeros. So what we will do is we will shift the decimal point and it will be shifted to right, and the decimal will be there between 3 and 6. So our answer will be 93.6, because 93.600, 600 or 93.6 both are having equivalent decimal. They both are equivalent fractions, you can say that. Part 2, 356.4 multiplied by 100. So again what we are going to do is we will shift the decimal point to right side by 2 places. So as we can see that 356.4, so we are going to shift it to the right side. We are not having any digit there, so we can put 2 zeros there to make it equivalent. Okay, now the decimal point is shifted and it will be placed between the 2 zeros, and after multiplying it by 100, what we are going to have 35,640. This will be our answer of this question. Part 3, 4787.52 is going to be multiplied by 100. So again we will shift the decimal point to the right by 2 places. So it will be placed after 52. So our answer will be 4,78,752, as we have shifted the decimal point to the right side and then we multiplied by 100. So whenever we are going to multiply it by 100, we can put 2 zeros at the end. So this will same will happen in multiplying by 1000. So we can take one example here, 2.565 multiplied by 1000. So here students, in 1000 we are having 3 zeros. So what we are going to do is, whenever we are multiplying by 1000, we will shift the decimal point to the right by 3 places, as we are having 3 zeros in 1000. So in this question, what we are going to do is, the decimal point will be shifted first to 5, then 6 and then 5. 3 decimal places are there. So we will shift it to right side by 3 places, and after that we will be having 2565.000. So after point we are having only zeros, so we can call it as 2565. This will be our final answer. Next is 0.27 multiplied by 1000. So here students, what we are going to do is, we will shift the decimal point to the right by 3 places. Got it? After point we are having 3 decimal places. So as I told you, whenever we are going to multiply it by 1000, what happens is, whenever we are writing the answers, before multiplying we will shift the decimal point to the right by 3 places. Now here students, after point we are having 2 decimal places, but we have to shift it to right 3 places to the right. So what we will do is, we will write down 0.270. Okay, so that we can shift it to the right by 3 decimal places. So it will be multiplied by 1000, and then what answer we are going to have? We will be having 270.000. So we can write it as 270. Same will happen in question number 3, 1.3584 multiplied by 1000. So first of all, we will shift the decimal places, or we will shift the decimal point to the right by 3 places, and it will be placed between 8 and 4. So after that we will multiply it by 1000. What we are going to have is 1358.4000. So or we can call it as 1358.4. So student, this is how we are going to multiply a decimal fractions by 1000. Now students, these are some questions you have to do for your homework. So please do it properly in your homework copy. That's all for now students. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.